Welcome back. PGA Tour 2K23. My career, Ragnar Lothbrok. I think it's 12 is what we're into. Okay, so before we get into this real quick here, if you pay close attention, you'll notice that Genesis is not the event that was up next when we ended last episode. That was actually, we scroll down here, the Waste Management WM Phoenix Open. There's no video of that. It's just listen. Sometimes, technically things happen, and you don't. The video doesn't. Something happened. I don't have the video for it. As you can see, I played super well. Tied for 58th. Trust me, the reason we don't have the video is not because of how poorly I played. We just don't have the video for that, unfortunately. But as you can see, you didn't miss much there. For a course that was pretty, what I would consider as I was playing it fairly easy, I played not the greatest. So we'll try to bounce back here at Genesis Invitational, Riviera. So LA. Hey, LA. What is this? Oh. Challenge. Okay. Did I not pick Finau? I thought I had him picked, but oh well. You're going down, Finau. You're going down. Let's get to it. Hopefully, there will be evidence of this.
.2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is
like
just
pretty
about
windy.
to begin. I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam in the booth. And it's hello to Henny Koyak down on the course, following our featured group.
Hi, Luke and Rich. Looking forward to following these two players again as they reignite their rivalry. I have a feeling we'll be in for some more
That's actually
exciting
gonna be pretty
golf
good.
as these two
Yeah.
battle it out.
Rich, how do you see it?
It's a par 5.
Last matchup, so I expect some fierce competition.
Yeah, he was at Waste Management.
Well, it will be interesting to keep
I
an
faced
eye
him
on
in the
this
last
one
tournament, the one I
right throughout
played
this
super
event.
great in.
Standing over this one, and it's a very long putt.
I thought that would
No, that's too bad.
That
break a
will
little bit.
Drive you bats.
He's
I mean,
in a
tap and
sure
birdie, though.
fifth
We'll take it.
position. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Getting ready to play their third.
Boy, look at that run. Oh my gosh. I barely touched that thing. They weren't kidding about
Playing their fourth shot.
the birdie bogey start.
Ooh, that almost went down. Just
They
a
weren't
tiny
kidding.
putt is all that remains. And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Oh, good drive. That one should find the fairway. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's got, I'd say roughly 120 here. Launched that one into space. Wow.
It's okay. It's going to be okay. Yeah. Boy, these greens are rolling out, man. We're going to need to leave these way
This
short.
would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
This putt for par here.
Mm.
Was on a good line.
Mm.
And that putter's hold, and that means it's back-to-back bogeys, unfortunately.
Yeah, making one
Not a
bad
good start.
mistake with another, compounding it, not good.
And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Well, this one's going right at the... Oh, it's in the hole. And for birdie. And that'll promote a good move up the standings. So after that hole, this is the current standings on the course. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green.
We got to
If they
regroup
do
here a little
that,
bit.
They've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
That should find the sand. That's
Nope.
not the shot they're after.
Coming up a little short with that effort. Not bad, though.
Ooh, that's going to be pretty good.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? 3 feet to go here to the hole.
Trying to save par here.
Our leader
Am I
is
even?
enjoying a 3-stroke advantage.
No, +1. Man, we got to get it together here.
Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
Nope.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to
Man, we
a
gotta
green that chases
really play these
away
shorter
from
as
them
much as these greens
front
are rolling.
to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
This would be a great up and down from this spot.
Oh my gosh, look at that thing roll out.
Par putt coming up here. Oh, so close.
Boy,
It's just about 3 feet away.
back-to-back tournaments where we're not
Trailing
playing that
by
well.
7 after that hole.
We got
The
to
6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
That could be pretty good. Oh no, we're short.
That was
Wow.
never really a comfortable shot for them, was it?
Yeah, Wynn took that one offline in a hurry.
He's
Wow.
got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it.
Okay,
There it is.
take that and get out of there.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's going to want to improve on that current 5th spot.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front.
Man, that wind
Players
is
need to make
just
sure their second shots land
kicking
past
my butt.
this hole in order for it to
Oh,
come
too hard.
back down towards the hole. You
Oh,
will
I
have a
almost made
downhill
that.
putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Look at this. This is just brutal.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 23 feet from the cup. This for par.
Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole.
Oh my gosh.
Too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard. Racing past
Oh, I
the
missed this
hole.
one too. Oh,
Sitting at 4 over for the day.
wow.
Moving down the leaderboard, Luke, never a good thing.
This is
Par
bad.
4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, That's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
See, I played that one short because how much it's rolling out, and then we do
A
that.
little off the mark on that approach shot.
Greens in regulation today has been absolutely abysmal, and that is reflective on their scorecard.
Wow. We are just...
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par.
Left it under. Boy, back-to-back weeks
That's
of
a
just playing like
fantastic attempt,
garbage.
especially from that distance, but it didn't quite drop. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. The leader now has a one-stroke advantage.
So say we need to start getting...
The outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse.
So we'll start getting some wind in our advantage here. Start
Only the big hitters are going to be
pumping
able to
it
carry
down
that
there.
fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave
That's
you
a tough
downhill
pin
putt,
position
but
right
that's
there.
the safe play.
Let's take a look at what Tony Finau's up to.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this.
Still didn't... Wow.
Bit too heavy-handed there.
Oh my gosh.
That hurts. And down it goes for consecutive bogeys.
2 bogeys
It is
in
not
a
our
row,
day.
Never a good sign. Now playing a little defensively.
One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
No kidding, that's narrow.
Yeah, that one will play. Always nice to have a birdie putt.
Oh my gosh.
That's frustrating. And finishing this hole with a tap-in putt. And let's have a look at Tony Finau.
Oh, he's out
Boy,
in front
we are
here
bad.
in this rivalry, but can he stay that way?
Currently at 6 over par. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're
Ooh, that's
not
buried.
going to enjoy being in there.
Oh, God.
Henny, what does that lie look like?
Looks like they have a bad lie here in the second cut. This is not sitting nicely.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it.
Nope, left it under again. Look at that thing roll.
The old-fashioned hammer hands. That'll ruin any putter's stats.
Yeah, that can happen on these greens. They're tricky at times.
Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones. Right on 8 feet. Well, that'll avoid a number of drop shots. Well hold. And
I've got to be close to
unfortunately
last
heading
in
the
this
wrong
tournament.
direction on the leaderboard after that hole. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green.
Let's make a
that's
dadgum putt,
really
shall we?
Not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Putting for birdie. Ooh, right by the hole. A 7-footer right here.
This is what they have left for
Oh my
par here.
gosh. This is
Job done. Let's
horrible.
head to the next.
2 bogeys in a row, never a good sign. Have to see if they
Plus
can rebound
8.
from that.
Oh,
Rich, the
man.
13th hole. Slightly
Take
different
away
look off
my
the tee.
card.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Oh,
Just missed.
boy, the greens are just
And he's
rolling
down
out.
there. You got a read?
Firm back up the hill.
Missed
This'll be a
it.
good
My
one.
gosh, I can't. I mean,
A bit too
have
much
I
pace on that
had a
one.
green where I haven't? Oh my gosh!
That's annoying.
Oh my goodness!
Double bogey putt coming up here. And down it goes.
This is a round to forget.
Sitting at
That's
10
so
over
how I'm
par
putting
for the
now.
day.
That's how I was. Remember, I don't know if
Unfortunately,
you watched the first
backing up
couple
slowly
episodes.
but surely on that leaderboard.
When I said I played like a couple rounds
The
to
14th,
just
Rich, I know
get
it's
a
gonna be
handle
real
on
hard,
the
par 3, you made an ace
on the
there in tournament
mechanics
history,
and
won a
everything.
car.
This is how I was putting
Until
then.
the
This
players
is
to play.
horrible.
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
This one's for birdie.
I even left that one under.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
Wanted to get it up to the hole, but was
Hey,
just
a par!
unable to up that slope.
Wow.
And now over to Tony Finau.
He's currently ahead in this rivalry. Let's see what happens.
Sitting at 10 over for the round.
Oh my gosh, that's so bad.
The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another.
There we go.
And it's either straight uphill or straight
The other thing,
downhill.
I've struggled
This
with the
is
wind a
most
little bit,
difficult green on the
which has
golf
put me in
course
some
by
bad
a long
positions.
margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Just a 4-footer remaining. Don't want to miss it. Could be costly. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
We're just now starting to figure out
And
the
if
win,
they
I think.
didn't
I
have
wasn't
their rival Tony
wasn't
Finau's
giving it enough
attention before,
respect.
They certainly do now. What an approach shot.
Well, nicely
All right,
done.
now we're playing a
Holds
little
the
bit.
putt
Wow.
for back-to-back birdies.
I mean,
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
So
yeah, I'm
after
feeling
that
it.
hole,
I'm only at
this
plus
is what
8.
the leaderboard looks like. Sitting at 8
We're just
over
trying to
par for
improve
the day.
FedEx points now. Of course, I
And
probably
after
won't get
that
any.
good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Let's get in the top 100, shall we?
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
And they've found themselves in the first cut.
Oh, left it short.
And now you just got to pray for good luck, because that one's heading towards the south.
Gosh, yeah, just not my day.
And
Timing's a
from
little
the
off.
bunker here, looking for an up and down. Okay, phase 1 complete. You've got to make a good putt here. Let's see if you can make this and keep the par on the card.
I want to give back both of those birdies I just did.
Anytime you can make these putts, they'll certainly add up at the end of the
Wow.
day. Right on 8 feet. How did that miss? And the putt drops, and we're moving on. And a little slide down the standings after that hole.
This is
One of the most famous
horrendous.
finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a
You know what?
classic.
Let's do.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
That wind didn't do
Disappointing,
jack
that one.
squat for me.
Well, Rich, in the thick stuff here, not a good spot to be.
Who cares at this
Opting
point?
for the 5-iron. Well, this should be unpredictable. Don't know what you're going to get from the golfing gods here. And here we are with the third shot. Time now for the fourth shot.
Oh my gosh. What
What's
an
in front of him,
embarrassment
Henning,
of a
with this
round.
putt?
And I'm
Can't be
sorry
too
for wasting your
aggressive
time.
here. Take your medicine and move on. This is down the hill.
And this next putt here is for a double bogey. And that will do it. His
What
work
a
is done here.
disaster. Absolute pathetic showing.
Well, Rich, it's fair to say that this player didn't quite have their best stuff this week.
Really?
Not stellar by any stretch of the imagination.
What did I shoot, like
In fact,
13
it was
over?
quite pitiful,
12
to be
over?
fair.
Yeah.
Luke
That's.
Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working
Oh my
folks at
gosh, my
HB
sponsors
Studios,
dropped me.
it's good day for them.
I played that bad. Woo, doggy. Whoops. Oh man, that's. Eesh. I would do it too. All right. Well, we better bounce back next episode. We dropped, and we're still leading, but not by much. But what are you gonna do? See what happens next time. Come on back, and we'll pick up here.